Well, hello guys, this is a special episode on my channel. I'm recording it for a couple of reasons. As you can see, I'm enjoying a beer. It's Saturday night and it's reason to celebrate. So tomorrow marks the 1 year anniversary of my channel. It was on a Saturday, I think. 1 year ago when I first put up my very first video on YouTube. So reason to celebrate number one is that we've been doing this for a year, and I'm amazed that I've put up, I think, something like 370 odd videos over the course of a year, which is just mad, absolutely mad. Cannot believe that I've managed to stick with that for a year. I think anyone who is doing this as a creator will know how difficult it is to sort of maintain a schedule for a long period of time. It is really quite tricky, and to try and maintain a quality over the course. I'm not entirely sure how what sort of quality my videos come out as, but people seem to like them, which is kind of cool. The other thing that I've managed to achieve is that, so as I'm recording this on the Saturday, so it's Sunday when that big event occurs, and I'm celebrating the night before, of course, but I've actually reached 200 subscribers, actually 204 subscribers. In fact, it was 205 not long ago, but it's just dipped down to 204. Don't know why. Some terrible person has clicked the off button. But no, I mean, before I've actually reached the magic 1 year mark, if you'd have asked me 4 months in, would I get 50 subscribers, I'd have probably said probably not. It was a very slow start, but the FM20 has helped, and then there's a bunch of other events that has helped over the course of the period, over the course of time since I've been doing this, that has really made me able to get to this level, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I have managed to do that. So I want to say a massive thank you first of all to all those people who have congratulated me on Twitter. I couldn't reply to everyone because I thought I'd just be spamming into people's Twitter inboxes, if that's the thing, so I sort of thanked a few people, but I want to thank every single person who sort of congratulated me, but every single person who's been interacting with me over the course of this period. I think the FM community is absolutely amazing, and they've really helped this kind of thing happen, which I didn't really expect to, and I didn't really start out to for any other reason than it seemed like a good idea at the time. I really enjoyed FM, and I really enjoyed watching the content, and I thought I'd give it a go. As I mentioned in my creator showcase video, we just lost our dog, and there was kind of like a hole in my life at that time, and I just thought, wow, maybe I'll try and fill it with something, and actually it's just incredibly positive what's happened. So yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to all you guys who've kind of helped me, certainly since I joined Twitter and everything else. I've got involved in the FM community, and you guys have been absolutely awesome. So what I thought I'd do in the rest of this video is just have a little look over at my analytics, and just kind of, I guess you guys might be quite interested in what they look like. I don't think that many people show off their analytics. I'm not showing them off as anything to be particularly impressed about. I think some of the things are really good, other things probably not that good, but you can have a little look and see how you stack up against me. So yeah, so we're at the point of we'll hit that, where are we, 365. So we've been doing this for a period of time, and you can sort of see my graph there, which starts off as this kind of little, I don't know, threadbare carpet, and gets into a rather woolen rug towards the end of it. But it took me a long time to get going, and I think anyone who is wanting to get started you need to be patient. I'll be doing a video soon on basically on the things that I would have liked to tell myself a year ago, that might help me get some of these places a little bit faster. So yeah, you can see that currently now I have just over 9,500 views over the course of the year, which is brilliant. It's not counting today. I've currently got, I don't know, probably just over 50 views today, so we're sort of bumping up to almost 9,600 views in a year, which I think is brilliant. Watch time is just bumped over 800 hours, which is absolutely fantastic, and subscribers of 200. In terms of the impressions, we're over 100,000 impressions, which is fantastic. I've got a click-through rate of just under 4%. I'm not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing. Let me know in the comments whether you reckon that's a good or a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure. Average view duration for all of my videos is 5 minutes. Now, when you think about the videos right at the start, we're getting very, very short view durations. I don't think that's terrible. I mean, I imagine that's worked out over the course of every view duration rather than on a video by video basis, so actually the majority of the information will come from later on. But I don't think 5 minutes is terrible, because I know some of my Tennis Elbow Manager videos, people kind of click on them and that's it, don't really watch them. So yeah, that's not bad, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, so I wanted to sort of dive into sort of the videos that have done really well, but I wanted to sort of point out a few little things that have happened along the way. So as you can see, things started to pick up early October, around the time that the FM started to come out, and you can see the views are sort of just bumped up there. I can't remember exactly when, it was early, yeah, and then the actual game came out a bit later on. So I had this little peak here, and this was really the first massive peak that I had, and this was because of the Northman and the fantastic things that he was doing for me. So he came on to, if you haven't heard the story, I asked him onto the showcase, and what he did was to put a video onto his YouTube site and said, go over to this guy's channel, and I'm basically saying what I'm going to be doing for FM20 on his channel, and I got loads and loads of people coming over. He also said, let's try and make this the most viewed video on his channel. Didn't quite make that, but for a period he wasn't far off. He really wasn't far off. Things have moved on since, and we'll have a little look at where we are with that. So my Everton save, which happened early on in this period, was sort of doing well. The Journeyman came out, yeah, so here the Journeyman came out, and what are we on here? Yeah, so I got a few hundred views here, and this was because of the Gotney social secretary, or whatever the heck he was. He basically posted my video on their Facebook page, and so I got a load of views from their Facebook page on over that period, which was amazing. So then it sort of disappeared down. Then over Christmas I was away, and then you see this, it was sort of dribbling down here, and then we get to this point here, 879 views in a single day. And this was because of a fantastic journalist who works for the local paper for Örebro, which is the second club I've joined in my Journeyman. He put the video on his Twitter feed, and I had so many people watching it. I could not believe it when I was watching it. I mean, this is small fry compared to the United City FM, but it was amazing to watch the speed that these things were coming in. It was absolutely just bizarre, and the way I sort of found out about it, I'd come back, I did a bit of teaching, and I came back and sort of just had a little look how I was doing at the time. I sort of like to check now and again throughout the day, and I looked at it and didn't really register what was going on, and then went over to sort of this screen and didn't really register what was going on, and then I saw the bars of blue that were going on there, and I just thought, what the hell is going on? And it took me a while to figure out what had happened, but massive thank you to Frank, who was that journalist. And if you haven't seen the video, he has said that if I manage to win the league with Urubru, he will write a piece in the local paper on it, which is quite amazing. So exciting stuff. Anyway, and since that time, you can see actually there's been a massive improvement. Actually, I've been sort of averaging between 70 to about 80 views, 50 to about 80 views every day since that, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm thrilled about that. It's absolutely brilliant. So the videos that have done best over the course of my time doing YouTube. So top one is that video that he posted on his page, 720 views, most of those on the same day, which is amazing. The first two videos of the Everton save have done very, very well. And the Creator Showcase video with Loki, that didn't get that many views in the first day, so it doesn't really show up as a big peak, but it has continued to get views over time, so it's definitely a grower. It's sort of catching up some of these other things. But still, in number 5 is the first ever video I put out on the channel, and I'm pretty proud of that. It wasn't great, the sound quality is terrible, there's no video of me, and I didn't know how to edit it, so it's pretty awful, but I'm basically just regurgitating my knowledge of Burton Albion, which I know quite a lot about it, so I don't know if people find it interesting and liked it. But yeah, I mean, it's top 5 still. And then the Northman's video, it's now 7th, but I mean 226 views from that, really impressive. Yeah, so I'm particularly happy with that. I think if we have a little look at sort of the last month, just because I think that you kind of see where things are now. So we had 65 subscribers in the last month, but you can see now my impressions are sort of around 1,000, which is really quite nice. I mean, that is, originally it was about 100, maybe sort of 30 to 100, so now I'm sort of hitting 1,000. So yeah, down back in not so long ago, you were a fairly small amount of impression. So that's super cool, and that's why I'm getting quite as many views every single day as I am. So it just keeps helping. The average view duration, it's sort of sitting in that sort of area, sort of 5 to 6, which is fine. 1k unique views, which I think is pretty impressive. 1,000 unique people have come to view this, which is nice. Big bunch of people from Sweden, and that's because my journeyman's set in Sweden. Only 8% in the UK, but there's a lot of people who are not on this, so that's fine. I think that's fine. In a majority, in fact, are not subscribed, which is interesting. And I guess that comes from the Sweden. 100% male, that's a lie, because Old Lady Plays watches, so I know that's a lie. Majority are 25 to 34, so a bit younger than me. Nice. I love this. I love the analytics. It's so cool. I just get so excited about it. Okay, I'm not going to go into any more detail. If you're interested in knowing any specifics about any of this, where sort of views come from, all that sort of stuff, actually diving down into even greater detail, let me know, and I'll let you know the detail if you're trying to compare your channel to mine. I wouldn't get too caught up on exactly what my channel is doing, because obviously I've had this massive spike which has completely skewed the data for this month. If you take that out, it has moved up a little bit, but I have not had 2,500 views. That you've got to take 900 views off that really to get anywhere near where it should be. So yeah, thank you very much for every single person who has watched one of these videos, every single person who has liked. Big thank you to all those guys who have subscribed, all 204, and even that person who was 205th, whoever you were. I'm sorry you didn't like it that much, but thank you very much for at least clicking on it at some point. It made me very happy to have that 205 up there. I'm immensely pleased that so many people want to watch this stuff. I'm pleased, shocked, surprised that people might want to watch this stuff. I mean, it's basically just me sitting in a room chattering away to nothing, but you guys seem to enjoy it, and I'm internally grateful for that. Well, hopefully I will still be here in a year's time, and I will be able to do a similar video, and hopefully I will have more than 204 subscribers. I set a modest target of 250 subscribers just I think it was around New Year. I had no idea that within a month I would already be halfway there. I don't think the rate will continue like this, but I hope that maybe I'll make a little bit more than 250 by the end of the year. Maybe 300 might be an updated sort of target, but we will have to see. That might be ambitious. Let me know what you think, what I can achieve, what the channel can achieve. I mean, we're still going to continue playing other games on the channel. I've got Tennis Elbow Manager 2 going on, and that will continue indefinitely, I think. I'm enjoying the game, and it's a kind of a nice one to have, and people seem to watch it. It's not, as I say, not for very long, but they do seem to watch it. The showcase is always the best. It brings in the most views. It's the best for viewing. Over 50, and between 50 and 100 normally, but on many occasions it goes well above 100, which is quite cool. Some people that would seem small fry. For my channel, that's enormous, and I'm incredibly proud of that. The Journeyman also is doing incredibly well, and I'm almost hitting 50 views, or between 40 and 50 views per episode, which is ridiculous. Got me Until I Die. It's a little bit less, between 20 and 30 views per episode, but I'm incredibly proud of that as well. I love that series. I love that save. Absolutely brilliant. And then all the other saves that are going on. Why don't you go and check some of the other stuff out? I've got plenty of old stuff on the channel. If you like a bit of RimWorld, I've got a RimWorld save. It doesn't last too long, and I finish off in an epic fashion. Buoyancy, I've got a 5-game episode of Buoyancy. I've got an original versus save, and some lunatic just watched all those, which I quite liked. There's only, in one of them, no one had watched the last episode, so he was the first, or she was the first person to watch that last episode, which was cool. Didn't get any comments or likes or anything, but they did watch every minute of it, which is awesome. I still enjoy that. Anyway, guys, I have been rabbiting on forever, it seems. Wow, that's only 19 minutes. That felt a lot longer than that. But I imagine if it felt long for me, it's going to feel like an eternity for you. But I'll just say a big thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for being absolutely awesome. To the FM community, thank you, each and every one of you. There's a few special thank yous that need to come out in there, though. A massive thank you to Loki Doki, who's given me advice and who's come on the showcase when he didn't need to. Really appreciate that, mate. Huge thank you to the Northman for what he did. Didn't expect that. I just wanted him to come on the showcase, and what he did was so much more than that. Really appreciated that. Also, there's some great creators who have helped me out over the time, the likes of Aussie Villain, the likes of Avoiding Relegation, Dodgy Gamer, and many, many more. There's Bobby G Gaming, who is a constant positive influence on everything I do. Love his content, but he's always there in the comments, just being Bobby G. If you don't know who Bobby G is, go and check him out. He's on my channel list, so someone I watch. So make sure you go and check him out. But I guess the guy who's been the sort of biggest support over all of this, YouTubing us for probably the longest, is that Trucking Football Manager, who I'm doing the versus save. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate your support on the channel. You're a star. Old Lady Plays. I almost forgot Old Lady Plays. How can I forget Old Lady Plays? Yeah, she's been absolutely wonderful, and make sure you go and check her advanced tips for Football Manager out. It's really, I'm still yet to catch up fully, but I will do, and they are awesome tips, and she is absolutely awesome. There are so many other people that you'd like to thank that I'd like to thank, but I can't. And everyone else who has watched my channel. This has gone on. I mean, good God, this has gone on. Anyway, we will disappear now, and I'll see you again on another video when I am not rattling on about something else. Hopefully, I'm not entirely sure what's going to come out on Tuesday, but hopefully the Got Any Till I Die episodes will be back on Tuesday, because I've still got to play through the season after that epic promotion. I think that's what I'm going to start with on Tuesday, and we got a creator showcase on Monday. So all is good, and look forward to it. And you can see I've not had a single view since I've been doing this, because you're all thinking, yeah, he's doing something important now. We can't look like people are actually watching his channel. See you again. Goodbye.